And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm glad to say that we are ready with the next game now, after all of that filler in between. We are going to the next lobby. We have it set up for you. That's not the right button. Let's try this again. This one. There we go. This game is going to be... What is Sofonda's team playing as this week? I think that... Are they playing as Penny... or Jenny, or Sofonda? Which one are they this week? Someone can check the bracket and tell me. Versus Everglade Tree Lovers. I'm just going to put down Sofonda for now. Oh, it's Penny this time. Okay. Penny. There we go. Okay, so I have Penny versus Everglade Tree Lovers this game for the DominateDominion tournament. Number 87. And the chat bands. They were Teemo. The second chat band was Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix. Yep. And then we had Wukong banned as well. Hey, what do you know? I didn't have to change that one. I just checked the box again. And then Kayle was the band. Kayle. Ta-da! Hey, I got the chat bands typed in before the picks finished. Excellent! And Kassadin is going to be the last band done at the champion select screen here. First pick, Nidalee. Because Nidalee's poke is really good, and she brings sustain to her team with her heal. It's as simple as that. Let's see who they pick up against that. Seeing a Fizz ban. Fizz is really obnoxious. Nidalee also obnoxious. I feel like I would have rather banned Nidalee than Fizz. What's that pinging sound in the background? How do you hear these things? It's like me typing, maybe. It's either me typing or my roommate putting his keys down. Like, you guys... This is like a $10 microphone. I don't know how it picks up all that. It should be a lot more terrible. With less range. We're seeing a Leona being highlighted. Would not be surprised at all if they picked that up. Yes, they are going to go with a Leona and J4 picks. Leona, we have great crowd control ability. Long lifespan, Sun, and Jarvan. We have a nice airborne. We have the ability to spawn terrain, highly reflective armor. And we are seeing, potentially, Urgot+Janna. We're seeing those two characters being highlighted there. Rammus is pretty good in this game mode. To respond to a question asked by Mayor Fozos in the chat. And he's a little bit less effective than he used to be because with this patch they just completely gutted the duration on his taunt, but people have been complaining about that forever. Fiddle's Fear was also reduced, so two of the most powerful crowd control abilities in the game have had a substantial reduction. So let's see if they are going to lock those in. Yes! Okay, Urgot. Good long-range harass, durable character, has the ability to decrease the damage that enemies deal. More legs than a normal champion has. And Janna. Janna, highly mobile, very disruptive, very few clothes. Over on the other side, we're going to see Swain be highlighted. And what is the other character going to be, potentially? There's a lot of characters in the game. It could be any of them. It probably won't be Rumble. Taric is amazing right now, by the way. Yes, they changed, to answer what Frognettle said in the chat, asked, didn't something happen to Taric this patch? Well, yes, it did. They they nerfed Perseverance, which makes him a little bit less insane sustain, and they also changed Shatter, so that Shatter's armor shred scaling is not as powerful. But they didn't mess with his heal, and I don't think they. I mean, they dented the ratios a little bit, but I don't think that's going to stop him from being the freaking juggernaut. So they have Swain+Ezreal. Swain is a character who brings some okay crowd control to the table. He's very sustainable, and he's many birds. Ezreal, global map presence is always a good thing to have, and since he has a built-in escape or engage, it makes him a really solid choice. He's also blonde. And we're seeing Trundle and Lee Sin be picked up as well. Trundle, ridiculous durability, crazy sustainability, has a huge club. Lee Sin, good escape and engage. He is a durable character. Blind. And on the other side, the last pick we're going to see is going to be Ziggs. Ziggs is a short champion with a lot of zoning ability and very spammy. I think they are all... Can't quite take the summoner blockers off yet. So this game is going to be Penetration versus Everglade Tree Lovers. Someone said Sauron team? Oh. Oh, that's the other game. Right. Urgot's really common in Dominion, not so much in Summoner's Rift. There we go. And take a look at these Summoner spells. We have Dinah running Flash on Lee Sin. Cool. Blue Tetris? I don't know how to pronounce that. But, yeah, I don't have a co-commentator today because, I actually don't know. I just know I wasn't going to have a co-commentator today. That's all I was told. I didn't find out, any more information than that. They just said, hey, Gandair, we don't have Rheingold today. And I'm like, okay. And they said, do you have anyone else? And I looked at the players list for people that I mentioned in commentating, and I'm like, no, I don't have anyone. It's like, okay, well, I'll just cast by myself then. You have to do the occasional solo commentary to keep your street cred up and say, yes, I actually can speak for 9 hours straight. It's completely fine. What is going on here? Well, you know, it's Dominion. Your name is amazing, by the way. That was very fun to do. Look at the two team comps here. I see Ranged Harass. We're going to see Snide Sentinel down the bottom again, probably. We're going to see Corval with Trundle likely in the bottom lane as well. Yeah. We're going to see Corval Trundle down there. We're going to see him up against Ziggs. Everybody else is going to be up in the top. Pretty darn powerful poke going on from Nidalee in favor of Penetration's team. Over on the other side, though, we have that same sort of thing going on as before. They have a very substantial amount of crowd control with the Snare, Stun, and J4 Cataclysm that, as the game goes on, Ezreal is going to get more and more effective at being able to hang out and beat people up. Oh, that's one of the casters that I forgot about. Zemike has also commentated a couple of DominateDominion tournaments as well. I don't think I've cast with him, though, before. I just think I've seen his casts. And, oh, I cast with Kha'Zix as well a couple times. Man, we actually had a lot of commentators, now that we actually sit down and think about it. And the only problem here is there's a J4, but there's also a Janna. And Janna's really good at kicking people out of Cataclysm. So she can use Cataclysm to her team's advantage in a way. Like, oh, get out, everyone. Ezreal can still sit back and shoot, though. That's fine. I'm going to be loading into the game in just a second here. Remember, this is the DominateDominion tournament number 87. I have no idea which round it is, actually, because I'm not looking at the bracket. Because I lost my link to it earlier. And closed it by accident when I was closing the bracket for that other tournament. Okay. What? Oh, okay. Ta-da! Alright. We are at the loading screen for this game. Tration versus... What? Don't give me an XSplit. Shh. There we go. Tration versus... Everglade Tree Lovers. We have Tration's team. We have Kayle playing as Urgot. We have Dynov playing as Lee Sin. We have Wei playing as Janna. Armor playing as Nidalee. And Corval playing as Trundle. On the other team, on Everglade Tree Lovers' team, we have Afro Dynasty playing as Leona. Beast919 playing as Ezreal. Take Your Pill playing as Swain. Forgot the Icing playing as Jarvan IV. And Snide Sentinel playing as Ziggs. I am one out of one of your commentators. I am Gandair, and normally there's more to this sentence than that. There we go. Why did I click that? I almost did the same thing I did last game. There we go. Look, guys, I turned on KDA. Now Ro4 won't PM me during the game and say, Gandair, please. Oh, Trinity Force podcast is pretty cool, Mayor Fosos. I'm glad you check in on that. There's a lot of cool stuff coming from those guys. Urgot being all spammy at the beginning of the game. You have infinite mana, I mean, why not press buttons? We see Ziggs down the bottom lane once again. Such happy little backpack guy. Like, the little water balloons even have happy faces on them, too. It's really hard to see, though. See, look. I'm trying to point at it, but Ziggs keeps moving like a little git. Come on, Ziggs, quit that. Beast919 did a really good job in the last game that we saw. This would be pretty cool. So we have, I forgot the Icing J4 leading the charge out in the front. Looks like Lee Sin, actually. Dynov going to go down to the bottom. Alright, well, hey. Made that call a little bit incorrectly. Sometimes I get things wrong, guys. But, yeah, we're going to have Dynov Lee down at the bottom. Corval Trundle up at the top. And then there's that. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but I keep hearing Janna's tornado sound looping. It's only my left audio channel, too. So, Wowix is in this game. BB's not in this game. Whose internet could it be? Look at these starting items. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Leona opening with the 2 ruby crystals, and that's very nice because while Eclipse is active, it gives her a lot more effective health to open pure health. Yeah, it's an amazing pause, isn't it? We just get to hear Janna's tornado. Duck and cover, everybody. It's Janna. Look out. Whoa! It actually... The tornado actually fired, guys. Okay, so back in the game now. A little bit of poke war back and forth up here at the top part of the map. Oh, right. Armor was in this game. That's right. Urgot landing a very good corrosive charge there. Ooh, J4 getting out ahead of his team, but they really want to put that damage on Take Your Pill. Swain are going to take him down. Forgot the icing. Looks like it'd be the next target of choice. Beast919 still able to sit back and just kind of keep shooting in at the team there. Kayle, though, really going to limit his damage by being able to put that Urgot passive in on him. Getting low on mana, though. Ooh, Beast stepped on the trap. That armor and MR shred. Kayle didn't really get to take too much advantage of it, though. Ooh, Afro Dynasty with the dive through. This is going to take him out there. They're trying to get this point turned around. Corval sees it, is going to go for it. Is going to get bird lasers to the face. It's generally not a thing that you want to have happen. Ezreal not able to arcane shift out in time. But he was able, fortunately for him, to survive the damage. Way with that victorious Janna skin floating around. This is that recall back. Middle of the map. Kayle going for the aggressive bush positioning. Moving around down at the bottom. Ooh, Afro Dynasty has fouled people. We have Nidalee with the bush check. Kayle's going to be able to pick up that Storm Shield just fine. He's going to turn around and be able to bring all that extra damage into the fight. He wants to go in for Beast immediately. That's what he's going to do. Kayle's just going to straight dive through, keep the other ADC out of the fight while the rest of his team sits there and dukes it out. Unfortunately, though, the rest of his team is getting beaten up. Kayle retreating down on towards the bottom part of the map. And Afro Dynasty's team up and captures this early on in the game. Ziggs down the bottom, may go for a gank on him, potentially. Afro Dynasty at the top has been chased off the point by Nidalee. Nidalee's a difficult person to one-on-one against because she can just keep poking you down. And ooh, baited out that leap so that J4 could deliver that slow, get a bunch of damage in on her. Good work by Leona. That could have been captured by Nidalee, but with her teammates so close, she's able to sacrifice herself, and things turned out just fine. Beast, she has a heal. Beast, are you going to get it? Yes, Beast just barely able to finish off Nidalee in that engagement above the fight. Taking out half of Way's health with that true shot barrage. That knockback might have kicked Beast to safety. Nope, Trundle's going to take a bite out of what? J4 keeping his ally alive. Beast919 still in control of this game so far. 3-0-5 on that Ezreal so far in this game. 5 minutes into this game so far. Gank down here in the bottom portion of the map. Good knockback from Snide's Sentinel, kicking Dynov back away from him a little bit. Maybe able to finish off Kayle. No, Kayle does have that little bit of healing from that Prospector's Blades. That minion was not going to be able to kill him. Solar Flare! Dynov, get back. Oh, Beast919 with the easy pickup with the Mystic Shot. Beast919 is a beast. It's in his name. That's how you know it's legitimate. Armor not going to be caught by that never move. Swain was looking for it, not able to get it, unfortunately. Corval up at the top part of the map. Ooh, good spear lands, but has plenty of health right now to mitigate that. Beast919 able to stand in the back. Try to do as much damage as he can. There's that Cataclysm set up for True Shot Barrage, purging Janna from the face of the earth. She gets sent back to Summoner Platform along with Corval. Corval being picked up by Swain. There's that spear on Take Your Pill. He has plenty of health. He has a Catalyst. He has a Prospector's Ring. He can take that. And once again, Afro Dynasty's team in control. Guys, Afro Dynasty and Take Your Pill, man, these guys have been around for a while, but 3 brand new names on this team. Afro Dynasty's team out of freaking nowhere. A very, very dominant display so far in the tournament. Beast919 being a very good Ezreal player. Gank down the bottom was successful. J4 coming down here to break it, though. And Ziggs with the minion kill, able to pick up Lee Sin in the exchange. It's going 1 for 1. Janna coming around down on the back on Forgot the Icing. And icing, oh dear, that airborne, but he's just going to J4 on through a wall. Top part of the map, Ezreal hanging out at the windmill. He's going to Arcane Shift on down. Wants to pick up some more kills. He can freely pop that Nidalee trap because there's really no one around that's going to be able to take advantage of that shred. Get some damage in on way. Don't get too close to Golly, Beast, or you're going to get destroyed. Gets that Arcane Shift back, throws down the True Shot Barrage. They want to finish off Golly as fast as possible. Beast finally shut down by Janna. They do pick up the kill against Urgot there. Take your pill, Swain, able to put out a lot of DPS against Way there. And oh, Ziggs falling just short with that minefield that he would have needed. And is he going to? Nope, doesn't have the Mega Inferno Bomb, so Way is going to be on his way out. Take your pill, top part of the map. Throws down that defensive Garrison. Garrison's a spell that we don't see as commonly as we used to anymore, but it's still a very handy spell for situations like that. Makes your tower very resistant to minion pushes when you have a Garrison available to your team. Forgot the icing. Wants to interrupt that as much as possible, but in the process, he got boxed in by Trundle, really getting beaten up here. There's an exhaust down on him as well. So he forgot the icing is going to be defeated here, and that's going to give them the center relic. Ezreal hanging around up at the top part of the map. He wants someone to come up here and try to capture it so he can just shoot at them as much as he wants, and there we go. Free Mystic Shot against Golly. Golly can't do anything that. Cannot capture against an Ezreal one-on-one. It's just like you can't capture against Nidalee one-on-one. If we see Nidalee and Ezreal face off at some point, that'll be really interesting. Ziggs down here by himself, doing a pretty good job defending. Ooh, he's going to go in for armor here. There's the exhaust on him. Brings him into the tower. Mega Inferno Bomb double kill. Golly now being chased away by Take Your Pill. They're able to snatch that one up. Ezreal hanging around, being chased away from the top. Trundle is a melee champion, cannot get to Ezreal. Oh, the recall. The recall has been interrupted by the minions. Corval's going to have to fall back, but he's going to have to fall back towards Jarvan the Fourth. In the process, does have that Cataclysm available. They could break that if they really want to go for this kill here. Are they going to be that dedicated to getting it, though? Yes, the Cataclysm is thrown down. Take Your Pill coming in from the back and able to take him out with that Decrepify. Minions got a point over here, but they're going to have it back their way now. Bottom part of the map, Snide Sentinel and Dynov having a little bit of a disagreement. Ooh, Snide Sentinel, good kite into that minefield. It'll put a little bit more hurt on him. Not able to actually pick up the KB against him, though, but good mechanics nonetheless. It means there's no one down there on the bottom. J4 is on his way. Ezreal True Shot Barrage is going to be fired off. He's going to get one interrupt. Yes. Way, though, still needs to be tagged. Looks like J4 is going to live in time to throw that down, but he can't get through to everybody else. He's going to have to go for a click to interrupt here. Or they're just going to break off and kill him. That's another way that you can interrupt on a tower. Jarvan's going to try to get away there. Not able to completely escape, though. Mega Inferno Bomb not up to be able to pick that interrupt up. However, top part of the map, though, we see they're able to sweep on through to the refinery, taking out Nidalee. And still in control. Beast 919. 619 for his KDA right now. And Swain also, Take Your Pill, Swain with a 627. Both of their damage dealers just performing amazingly so far. Take Your Pill, though, getting a bite taken out of him. And now after Dynasty, popping that Eclipse, has to retreat on towards the top. Ezreal can get down and poke a little bit, but he can't really go all in against this. Very, very safe play, just throwing down a couple Mystic Shots, Essence Flux, as he falls back. Oh dear, takes that spear. That's something he did not want to do. And look at him just falling back. This is how you play an ADC. I can't really contest that very well because I will just die. I'm going to walk the heck away. Oh wait, never mind. I have someone on my team that can help me? Nope. Wanted to go for a little bit of damage there, but didn't get it. Thought maybe he and J4 were going to go for that play, but 2v3 not such good odds. Golly now, forgot the icing. There's a spear. Oh, right on through the pillar. Forgot the icing. Is going to be able to escape for just a moment. We have Snide Sentinel coming up to the top. Oh, great AoE damage from Snide Sentinel. And is able to get the interrupt on Way's channel of the Monsoon in addition to that, which limits the healing done to his team. Saw him holding on to that, but good interrupt by Snide Sentinel with the Ducky. With that minefield again, slow on Golly. Beast, aggressive Arcane Shift up, takes him down. They need someone down the bottom part of the map, though, because when one bottom laner comes up, it gives the other one the option to go for the tower. The Mega Inferno Bomb is on cooldown. Ziggs can't get there in time to stop this from happening, so he's going to have to team up with someone to take it back. Top part of the map, though, Nidalee and Afro Dynasty's Leona having a little bit of a disagreement there. Where was that spear going, Armor? I need a gif of that. Someone make a gif of that. I'm sure Armor would love to see it. Ooh, that pounce. Brutal. Pounce swipe, whatever it's actually called. Hey, Durin, what's up, man? And soaking that spear damage with that Eclipse. You see how it just does so little to her. Take your pill, Swain by himself. He can kill 2 people here, but he can't go through Golly and Corval to do it, so he's just going to have to retreat for now. Or get a free express trip back to the Summoner platform. All expenses paid, courtesy of Golly and Corval. The good guys buying them those plane tickets like that. Very friendly individuals. Beast 919 showing up once again. That the Youmuu's active on Forgot the Ice, and there's the position swap back. Golly not able to get away, but he has successfully kited everyone else on the enemy team away from his ally, which is good for Corval. Troll by the Speed Shrine. Thought you ought to know. Good Airborne, good Howling Gale from Janna, tagging 3 targets, delaying him for a little bit there. Frozen Kingdoms, oh, somebody got tagged with that. Nope. Get denied, J4. They have a Janna. She has a Howling Gale. Snare lands on Armor, but they can't really follow it up yet. Now they're falling back away. Afro Dynasty is their tank, and he's not going to be able to tank very well when he's dead. Swain jumps in for a little bit of damage, but can they really do a lot with this? There's the Cataclysm. Beast 919. Am I able to get one person down? No way. With that Monsoon Channel is going to be able to keep him from killing anyone there. Afro Dynasty is back. That Eclipse, man, just so good at absorbing damage. Very capable. Ow! Such spear. Many point. Grr. Arg. Mutant enemy. Chuck spears all day. Step on spears that are in the floor. Spear, spear, spear. Wei shows up. Ooh. That Snap Howling Gale was very good. Afro Dynasty able to just barely get away, though. Oh! Dodged the spear. Afro did not want any of that. He saw that coming. Nidalee telegraphed that stuff like a WWE wrestler. See Beast 919. Points starting to get a little bit captured in on Corval. Oh dear, taking a bite out of Ezreal, but that Arcane Shift's able to put a bunch of distance on him. And my roommate has offered me a delicious treat, but I'm casting and can't eat it no matter how good it looks. Barely able to save that point now. Still at control of 2 points. Have a little bit of a Nexus health disadvantage going for them though. But when you have over 100 left over on your Nexus health, you still have plenty of opportunity to come back. It's when it gets below 100 that things start to get really scary. Corval's going to live through that Leandry's damage, no problem. Dynov by himself against these 2 dudes. Stide Sentinel should be able to zone pretty handily here. They're going to pass the cap back and forth, looks like. Dynov coming in from the back. There's the Airborne on Dynov and the Exhaust as well. Ziggs able to take him down before he was able to contribute a lot of damage to that. Comes right back, though, with the Revive. Cataclysm boxes him in. Dynov is going to get taken down. Ziggs can get that back, no problem. There's no one down there to contest it, so he will turn that around. Top part of the map, Wei with the knockback. And, man, that Monsoon healing has been so good all game long. Beast 919 pulled through the tower to the tower. Arcane shifted over, but shut down from escaping by that pillar. Down here at the bottom point, it's the quest objective. There's a bird crowing. Looking at the items, Ezreal has that Last Whisper going for him. He has a Sheen, has a Brutalizer. You see that Vampiric Scepter as well, maybe turning that into a Sanguine Blade. But he has a lot of partial items, but they're all very effective partial items. Over on the other side, we aren't seeing a lot of people really rocking out with the melee armor. Melee armor. Yes, the melee armor as opposed to the ranged armor. They have a lot of MR going for him, though. It's really going to help mitigate Swain's damage, which is why he hasn't been quite rocking it out as hard as he was earlier on in the game. But Ezreal's still up a pretty good amount in his KDA, for those who pay attention to that. And Golly's health just plummets there. Ziggs up from the bottom as well, contributing some damage into this fight. Wei going to get picked off by just the last possible tick of that Ravenous Flock from Swain. And now Corval is on the retreat. Lee Sin moves up from the bottom lane, wants to get involved in this, but Ziggs has already left his position, spotting for his lane opponent as well. Moving up into the top, it's a 4 people up here, and Take Your Pill, able to take that spear damage pretty well. They have some minions coming in the top as well. Ziggs is going to have to go for the drill. If Dynov goes for the bottom, Ziggs can only respond to one of them. Seeing J4 looks like he was going to go for the recall there. He's going to try for it now, but you can't really do that against a Nidalee. For that reason, that's a perfect example. So it looks like Ziggs is going to head down to the bottom. Drill is going to be captured. Dynov is going to be interrupted there. So while they have control of the windmill, they lost other points in the process. You're only delaying the inevitable, Ziggs. I'm sorry, man. Corval is difficult to unseat from points because Trundle's a very durable champion. Just see him initiating it on Take Your Pill immediately there. Janna coming from the back. Solar Flare. Not sure how I feel about that Afro Dynasty. There's no one to follow up on that. And you weren't able to save your ally with it. But now your Solar Flare is on cooldown. And the game is also on cooldown, says Zephin, who's my teammate sitting next to me. There we go. We are at a pause timer. And there's really not a lot to... Let's see, map positioning here. Ezreal and Nidalee can pretty much face off infinitely. It just depends on who's going to land their spears or their mystic shots. And Leona, the drill's completely under control. Take Your Pill and Ziggs are going to come back up. Ziggs wants to go down bottom, but there's two people there. This is an extremely solid situation for Penetration to be in. They're going to... This is going to be really ugly for Everglades' team coming out of this. They're going to have a full health Trundle and Janna over by the drill hanging out. And they're going to have a... Let's take a look at gold. Who has money? Lee. Lee is going to want to go back. He's sitting on 1,800. Who's down there with him? Is Urgot? Yeah, Urgot's down there with him. Urgot has 900 or so. But Lee is really going to want to recall with this, so they're probably going to face off against one person when they get down there. I'm going to go ahead and throw up the overlays since the delay has almost caught up. We'll find out what's going on here in a couple moments. So yeah, Lee will hopefully recall because he really wants to spend that money, which means it's only going to be Urgot down there at the bottom. I think Take Your Pill, and I think Swain and Ziggs could go down there and unseat them, but that still leaves them under control of the drill. That'd probably be the play they want to go for. They want to go down there and try to kick Urgot off from that point. Ezreal and Nidalee are going to stay at the top, and they're either going to defend drill or they're going to fall back to try and take windmill again. There we go. So Afro Dynasty is going to get taken down. Let's see what happens. Looks like Ziggs and Swain are going to come up to the top. So they are going to want to take the drill back now and go back for the bottom later. Lee Sin still probably really wants to buy, though. And Golly, oh man, Snide's just doing so much damage! Golly got turned into a liquid after that exchange. And Ziggs is just throwing the zoning ability out with that minefield there. And Lee Sin is just sitting in the bottom lane. He'd like to recall, but he can't afford to bail off that point. Corval is finally going to get rid of Ezreal. Evicted from the top. Forgot the icing up there. Ooh, there's the box in. And Corval's just healing. That's all he's doing here is healing. So Afro Dynasty chases through a little bit. Have Take Your Pill Swain coming in from the back. Puts a little bit of damage on Wei, but Wei's shield, man, it's a little bit out of control. Janna has a lot of AP. Which means her abilities are doing a lot of work. Lee Sin down the bottom. Dynov, he would still like to recall, but it's more important that he stays on the map. And Ezreal, let's just forget Beast did that. Top part of the map, though, Corval going to get locked down underneath the tower. Is going to take some damage. They want to get rid of Golly. Snide Sentinel's able to sit back and do quite a bit of damage while this is going on. Good round of crowd control from Everglades. Wei being back. Good knockback. Gets the distance on Corval. Keeps him alive for a little bit longer, but that Mega Inferno Bomb just coming off cooldown is going to enable him to shut that down. There's that BFT in from Wei, and some of that damage coming from Snide Sentinel. Actually, Howling Gale doesn't really do anything unless it's charged anymore. I was really scared for him for a second there. So they have this under control. A lot of people recalling. This means their opportunity to go down and unseat Lee Sin. They've still lost a substantial amount of Nexus health in this exchange, though. And Take Your Pill is just going to retreat off this point. Not even going to try to contest it against them because he knows how divey they can get. So looks like he's just going to retreat and meet up with other people. They want to evict Dynov from this, get it back, and go back into more of a standard 3 caps on the right, 2 caps on the left situation, rather than this top-down sort of perspective. As they boxed in from that Cataclysm, there's no way he's getting out of that. And Snide Sentinel, man, he's really bringing the hurt up here in this top part of the map. Taking down Urgot once again. He seems to be the best person they have to deal with Urgot, too. Pillar getting thrown down. Armor just runs over everything there. There's that crowd control combo. Snide Sentinel is going to get him. Is he going to get him with that Solar Flare? Afro Dynasty is going to pick it up instead. Now, Corval and Ziggs are having a little bit of a disagreement of sorts. Wei comes back, though, with the revive. And J4 comes in, though. Wanted to go through to Corval, not quite able to reach, unfortunately. Snide Sentinel just keeps spamming, throwing spells over the wall. Damage in once, again and again and again. And, Wei... What the... Nidalee, please. And Wei can pick up that health rock and is going to be able to escape from there. Ooh, misjudged that. He's going for the... I'm going to predict Jen is going to go this way. Missed the shot. No one up at the top, and the True Shot Barrage is on cooldown, so they can't get the long-range interrupt on this, which means Ezreal... Just give it up, Beast, man. You don't have it, dude. Do something that makes her come to you. Don't worry about that bottom point. Someone else will take care of it. Swain's going to go up here for the interrupt on Corval. Can't get there in time, though. There we go. The True Shot Barrage is on. Oh, dear! Did you see that? Remember, that can happen, Leona players. That is a thing that can occur. That was way cool. So we have the Arcane Shift forward, chasing after Dynov, 3 in the bottom, J4 over at the drill. Can J4 hold off 1v2? No, looks like he's going for the 2v2. Swain's going to go up there to join him. But can they kick Dynov off this point? Dynov does have Nidalee for backup. Good escape from Ziggs, able to fall back there. Mega Inferno Bomb goes off, puts a lot of hurt on armor. Looks like they're going to turn this around just fine. Trundle heading down to the Boneyard. And Take Your Pill and J4 were able to defeat Urgot there. They could sweep on up to the windmill, no problem, no one in the way of that. Snide Sentinel should be able to get back down here in time to keep this from getting captured, but can he stop the neutral? I don't think he's close enough. Oh, the True Shot Barrage, the last freaking second from Beast919. Good map awareness coming out from him, able to shut that down so his ally Ziggs can get there and break it up and keep it delayed. Gets a little bit off point, though. Nope, not able to stop it that time. Wandered a little bit too far away. Either way, Corval has been chased back. Ziggs is going to be able to turn the tower around, no problem. Beast919 falling back. Gets the slow. Ooh, dear. That Zephyr is going to be bad things for him. Nope. Arcade Shift into Spear. That was one good play after another. It's like when pawns start capturing pawns in chess. Snide Sentinel. That Wooglitz does get off another ability when he gets out of that, too. So, not a failed Wooglitz by any means. Wei's health doesn't exist, is defeated. Armor now. Boxed into the Cataclysm. That's a perfect place to fill with birds and sunlight. Take Your Pill, Swain able to contribute that damage to it. True Shot Barrage does not connect. Afro Dynasty was falling back away from Nidalee when that occurred, so was not able to deliver it. Beast919 showing back up. Huge DPS boost to his team, taking him out. Aced. Beast, man. Beast919, Take Your Pill, man. They've really been cleaning it up all game long today, and it's all been because of those setups they've been getting from Jarvan and Leona. Moving up to the top part of the map, you see Corval up here with that Trundle once again. Ezreal, nope, they're going to clear out those minions pretty quickly, so they're not going to get the minion neutral. Nexus health, 49, and holding for Everglades' team, and Tration now. Getting really low on health. They were able to go through amputees to get here. Can they get through another one of the more seriously established Dominion teams? We will have to wait and see how this plays out. Corval swinging away on Afro Dynasty there. Taking that spear to the back. Oh, no! Leona does have the revive available, though, it looks like. Is Leo going to use it? Yes! Leona on her way back, and they do need her in this engagement. They need to keep Beast919 alive. And Leona coming around the long way, coming in from the back of this engagement. Beast919 doing a good job of kiting and staying out of harm's way to enable all of this to happen. Aggressive Arcade Shift into Wei, misses the excellent Flux, gets pulled back, though, with the Hyperkinetic position reverser, and Beast 919's in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to Arcane Shift back out, and is he going to be able to get away? Just barely. J4 is able to arrive and zone him back. Are there going to be enough minions to neutral this? Yes, it is, which is going to make up for them losing top. So by pure random chance, because I don't think that was a setup, the game clock is still going to be stalled out in favor of Everglades' team. They have just Nidalee up here. If they can land a good set of crowd control, they should be able to take her off no problem. Or if they can properly intercept spears, Leona, no! Leona, you need to stand in the way of J4. Take those spears to the face while he captures. Things might have turned out a little bit differently had that occurred. Now Urgot here able to deliver that damage. The Zenith Blade doesn't connect, though. That's not very good. Take Your Pill and Beast are up here. They can take down Nidalee pretty quickly, it looks like. Yeah, Mystic Shot picking that up, no problem. Golly trying to put the hurt on Ezreal. He knows how dangerous Ezreal is. And top has been captured. The bottom point is threatened. Is J4 going to get back in time? Can Ziggs stall it out enough? Has the Mega Inferno Bomb prepared? Is Everglades going to take out 2 established Dominion teams in their first appearance as a full team with only 2 veteran members? We'll see how it plays out. It is going to go neutral. Clock has been stopped. 49-7. Take Your Pill able to get there with the click to interrupt. See J4 charging forward, has that Cataclysm available. Where's it going to get thrown down at? Who's he going to use it on? Throws it down on Corval, boxing him in for all of that damage. And Corval going to be taken down by Ziggs. Top part of the map, Ezreal and Leona were successful against Nidalee. All they need to do is turn this point around, and everything will be just fine. Or they're going to get that neutral at the refinery and close it out from there. Which one is going to happen first? Looks like is it the refinery capture that we're going to see. Both of them are pretty close to each other. Maybe they'll both go down at the same time. That's all she wrote, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Everglades winning against Penetration. They went through amputees, and then they went through Penny. Who are they going to fight next? Excellent showing from Afro Dynasty, Take Your Pill, Forgot the Icing, Snide Sentinel, and Beast 919, and we're not even done tonight. Whoa. I am percent hype. Take a look at the post-game screen here. Let's go ahead and look at the damage dealt to champions. Ziggs way out in front. Look at that. Look at that. 66,000 damage Ziggs. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Graveyard hero this game. It's going to be Nidalee. Nidalee is unfortunate. Okay, we are not done. Ladies and gentlemen, there are more games to bring to you tonight. We're going to cut to a commercial real quick, I believe. And then I believe we have finals next. I don't have to bracket because I accidentally closed it. Someone link that to me between games so I can say something that makes sense. Thank you guys, viewers. You are all awesome.